Welcome back to Chat with Olajumoke. Remember, Chat with Olajumoke is a place where we talk about all things better living. And I'm very excited because we still have our guest co-host with us, Mrs. Ruben. Welcome to the show. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Auntie D, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank
Dami,
you.
how are you doing? Awesome. On this episode, we're going to be talking about something I think is interesting. All right, so we came across a post on Instagram, and it's about a fashion designer that shares a message. She shared a message from a mother that was laying down strict rules for her daughter's apprenticeship. She was saying no errands, no cleaning, no shouting, blah 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 blah. I'm going to read some of those things so that we can have established the topic. So these are the rules. Let me read out the rules too. I think they're about 7.
Wow.
She said, now, as in, she said, it's now my rules.
Oh,
I'm sure there would have been something ahead of time, like I'm enrolling my child in a prior discussion. I said, now my rules. Number 1, my daughter won't be resuming with the rest of your students. She'll be resuming by 10 or 11 a.m. and she closes 4 p.m. on dot. No extra minutes outside of that time frame. Number 2, she won't be attending on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays for any reason whatsoever. That's a rest period, and we don't joke with it. Number 3, my daughter will not run any errand around the shop. No sending out to buy you water, thread, or whatsoever. Get a personal errand person if you want to do that. On no account will my daughter clean or sweep your shop. Get a cleaner if you need to do that. You can never shout on my daughter throughout her learning period. We don't shout at her at home. She gets easily emotional. If she comes home with such complaints, we are withdrawing her and collecting back our fee. To threatening. You cannot call my daughter for emergency jobs. If there is a job that needs to be attended to urgently, you handle that. You can't call my daughter out of the blue to help you do that. My daughter is I think the 6th or 7th one. My daughter is there to learn. You can't use her to get your client's work done while she's there learning. That's not why she's there. This one I didn't. There are some of the first those other ones that I said, but this one I don't understand. How does she want to learn if she does not use your clients? Anyway, she says my daughter goes on 1-hour break between 1 to 2. So those are the rules. Please, what was the first thing that came to, let me start. What was the first thing that came to your mind when you saw this? So when I saw this, the first thing that came to my mind was, this mom is extra. That's the first thing that came to my mind. Then I now read the rules. And I felt like, okay, some of them made sense. The sweeping, this thing, some of them, to me, my opinion, some of them is she's not supposed to be sweeping, she's not supposed to be. Wait now, Auntie D. Wait, you're going to share your opinion. Like she's not supposed to be sweeping and all of that. You see, this age is different from it's different from now. It's not Ikoshe now, it's training. Ikoshe is training. Yes, so what if
What is
training?
the one that cuts the cloth herself?
Wait.
She should expect another person.
Wait, now you have. This is my time. Let me say my own. Let me say my own. So I felt like those sweeping and all of that, those ones are issues, right? But then the one of she should not use her clients.
She shouldn't use that to sew her
clients. And I'm wondering, if you don't use clients' clothes to learn, what do you want to use to learn? Maybe her parents plan to bring different clothes for her from home and all of that. So I felt like the mom was extra to some point, but I also felt like there were some things that if we don't set boundaries, these people they can do and undo, right? So she's trying to protect her child, but she was extra doing it. That was my first. I don't want us to go deep. We are going to go deeper later. But the first stuff that came to my mind, that was it. Auntie D, shaking your head, so let's hear your opinion.
Before Auntie D talks,
honestly,
I have just one thing to say. And before I allow Auntie D talk, because the first thing that came to my mind is, rich mother.
Yeah.
Rich mother, rich daughter. Because obviously you can't be a poor
Yes,
mother and be coming to
like
give
this,
your you give you
Olowo.
all those rules. You must have a lot of money, and then you must have paid too much when it comes
Yes,
to
to
the
give your rules.
to give your rules. Because if the woman is charging 50,000, you probably would have paid them about 500,000 naira.
Or
to
5
now
million.
she will gladly
If she
accept
had
your
paid
rules.
that much, yes, it's allowed.
Yeah, she will
But you know, this fashion designer didn't tell us the back end now. She didn't tell us the backstory, whether she paid more
the
or
mother
not.
must be a rich mother, trust
Uh-huh.
me. Because you cannot be a pauper and set such rules.
What kind of
Because I will gladly throw your child away.
Your child to stay at home.
Yes.
That's it.
Why is your child not at home with all those rules? You must have a lot of money. You will be
Yeah.
your money would be sweet,
honestly.
and then when you create the rules, I'll
I
gladly
think
say,
this shall do like this. I think it's like I want to hear what I think wants to say.
If she knew that she had all these rules, the best thing would have been get your child in private tutor.
I think
Let
she has
the
money.
child-
The bad
Let the person. So you have people now that will be willing to come home to teach you. Is it not just to cut and sew chaka 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 with your mouth?
Tell us
And the
how,
dress
they don't
is
like hearing
ready.
that thing. They don't like hearing that. Is it not just to cut?
No,
That's what she's saying. That's what
what
the
I'm
woman
saying.
is
That's
saying.
what the woman is saying now.
it's not just to cut
What, Abi?
and then they will sew.
So
And use your mouth to
Now,
sew.
so she could easily have gotten someone. If you want your child to go to a public place to learn,
she'll
it
be
means
ready.
that there should be interaction.
Exactly.
There will be interaction. She has to know that okay, she's there to learn. She will interact with the other people learning.
There must be a boss and also
She will interact with
Exactly.
other people learning.
Okay,
And
that
then
means
she won't need to be treated specially, because the minute she's treated specially, there will be problems. She will be creating problems for the
and she,
owner.
of course she will
of
not take
that
that
space.
work so important
Exactly.
with all
No,
those
it's not
rules.
even at her end now. It is at
From
the end
people
of that
around.
public space. You want to introduce your child to the way the other side lives. Then put her there and leave her alone. If she feels she won't be able to cope, she will leave. You want a child to come in to train and you're telling the
She'll not
trainer
resume.
10
Exactly.
to
She won't
do
resume
what?
when
Most of the cutting and everything is usually done
very
Very
early.
early.
when they get to the shop. Then she will go on break 1 to 2.
Imagine.
When they have emergency, people want to collect cloths. You will now say, I'm on break between 1 and 2. Please come back later. Customer.
She can never be serious with such.
Okay.
Excuse
Auntie
me.
D.
What comes to my
Thank you.
mind is stay at home.
That's just it.
Don't even try to bring her to do what? You are there, you said the child will be resuming by 10 o'clock. You said she cannot sweep. You said she should not join. That's the definition of what she's saying. That she cannot sew clothes for the boss herself.
I think that both of you are right, Auntie D and Dami, by saying that because this rule seems like something that she wants a personal trainer.
Trainer.
Then she should pay.
She should stay at home.
You all do not still realize that this woman has a lot of money.
Yeah.
So she
yeah,
can
that's
afford
right.
a personal
All
trainer
these
now.
rules can be
That's
given to just one person, and the only reason is because your money speaks for you.
Yeah.
There are some situations where your money will not
Not
speak.
speaking.
This rule right now that she read, the money must be heavy.
Yes, heavy.
Trust
No matter how heavy the money is, if a person should accept this, you are bringing trouble.
Yeah.
But
into
sincerely
your
speaking,
face.
she's just trying to spoil that child. That the child will
And that
never
leads
learn
me to
well.
my next question.
Okay.
That is it all of these things that this man is all of these rules, is it from a place of love? Is it from a place of fear? Is it from what place is she? You know,
From
it
a
can
place
be
where she feels
ahead,
she's better than
you are loving
exactly.
and
that person.
or is it just control? Is she just a controlling
Controlling
person?
person. And
Or
she feels
entitled?
she feels she's bigger.
She's
Than
better.
the
We are not
person.
on the
Exactly.
same
We
It
are
level.
might
not on the
probably
same
be
level.
from a
Yeah.
place of fear, because if you listen to a lot of these bosses, the way they treat those apprentices, you will know that somehow it's from a place of fear. It might be from a place of fear. I'm
But
not.
I want to ask a question. Why would you take your child to
Where you are not
someone
comfortable. Exactly.
you do not trust?
Not because she do not.
No, I don't mean trust. When I mean
I don't
trust,
think she. It's not because she.
if
does
I
not
cannot
trust.
trust you with my child, believe you me, it won't even pass by your
But
doorstep.
she may not know. She may not know how many people. She may not know these people very closely, right? But she just knows that this person does a good job.
This
and I
person
want my
does a
child
good
to
job.
learn
You
from a
want
place.
your child to learn from the place. It is a risk you will take.
Exactly.
When my child left my house to go for training, the place was quite a distance. And he only went there not because we didn't have better places, but he went there because I saw the person he was going to meet there as someone I could trust with my child. And then when I went to the space, I was like, okay, he could do well in this space. And for every time he came back home, we always spoke. We will talk. Ah, so how are you today? Who are those you spoke with? Ah, you must have started making friends. You from that very first day, once you start filtering and you're not comfortable, you let go.
Exactly.
Or you
let
have
go.
paid.
I'll lose the money. No, it is true. Would I, because of money, leave my child in a space where my child
But sincerely, life has
be
evolved,
dealt
and
with?
right now nobody treats their apprentice this way anymore.
Exactly.
Most people
Are
don't
you
do it
sure?
any longer.
Yes, they don't do
They
it
do.
anymore.
Most people don't do it.
They do. You sweep.
Except for those old
Won't
Won't you sweep the shop? Is it your guy that will sweep the shop?
You will sweep. Oh.
Is it your guy that will sweep the
That's what I'm saying.
shop?
When you said treat,
To me, there's no
You
crime in
sweep.
sweeping.
No.
go on errands. Oh.
See, for me,
There's no crime in
the breaking
sweeping.
point is when the child starts going to the oga's house to wash clothes, or when the
That's
child
the clause.
starts doing things
That's
that
off,
has
right.
no direct effect
To
on
the work.
the
Exactly.
training.
Yeah, they do that a lot. They do that a lot, and that might be part of her fear. That don't come and treat my child that way. Don't do that. But like I said, she must be very well known.
She should
She
get
must
a
have paid
private
extra
person.
for her to give those
You guys
rules.
should have seen
Do is it good? To me, those rules are too much. Is it on the other end? Is it okay for the lady to do all this? It's not. So it does not
You
make
mean-
sense.
you mean-
Civilization has
you mean
stopped
the
all
lady?
this. How would you tell me to go? My child will go and start washing in your house because you or he or
No,
she
we're talking
doesn't
about
want
the extremes that used to happen in those
Mm,
to-
days.
Yeah, actually.
That
So let's
just
do
was a
role
part
play
of
now.
it.
So if you were the fashion designer and someone comes to meet you, at least that when Mrs. Ruben, if you're a fashion designer and then someone comes to meet you like this and says, I want to train my child, not even fashion designer, it could be hairdressing, any vocation whatsoever. I want you to train my child and these are my rules. How would you react? This kind of rules basically.
I like money, and if I'm charging for the rest of the apprentice for 50,000, I'll give her times probably um maybe 500,000. So if she does not meet up to that, for you to give me that rule must be
You
able
must be
to
able to pay for it.
pay for it. So of course,
So
you
everybody will know
my-
that this one is a golden child.
Yeah,
oh.
so
This
in
one-
fact, I'll start stating it in the store. Touch not, though. You guys should not touch that girl.
child.
Don't. She has rules. Or her mother has a lot of money. So please, nobody should. These
I
are
like
the rules, and that's all. I'm okay with the rules, but you must pay for those rules. You must give me a
For me,
lot of money.
no,
A
I
whole
won't
lot.
take it.
You will pay for that sweeping that you do not want your child to sweep. You will pay. You will pay for the rest of the rules. You will pay. You give me your rules, I will give you my charges. Are you okay with #1,000,000? Mother, of course, people like this will say, yeah, it's fine. Okay, money, and that's all. So it's
I
fine.
just remember.
I will not
something.
change that. No, why? I will abide by the rules.
I remember.
But your money must be long.
I just remembered something. A friend of mine, she's a hairdresser. What she told me, she said a young lady and her grandma came to her shop. She wanted to learn. That the grandma said hairdresser. That the grandma said the young lady won't be able to stand for long. And my friend was like, no problem. Said she was going to bring a stool, and my friend was like, perfect. She said the girl started. She doesn't change. There are rules. That one there is no wahala. Said so when they are making hair, you know the hairdresser will have to go round. And they had some other children there that were there to learn. Say the young lady will now bring her stool, sit on it. She will tell her, please move. When she gets to that point, she has to move the stool. She has to move it from. So she won't see what is going on. And since that is the way your grandma wants you to learn, how does that? And she kept on. She will carry stool again. Those ones who say she should please move so that they can stand and see. She will move the stool. Before she knew what was happening, the stool was always a far distance. Then one day, she just noticed that she wasn't sitting on the stool. She was not like, what happened? You know you cannot stand, but the lady was like, don't worry, auntie, I will stand. Say, your grandma said you can. Don't worry, auntie, I said I will stand. Who made the decision? The young lady that wanted to learn. If the young lady is the one that wants to learn, you see all those rules her mother counted. She will be the one to cross it off for her madam and tell her, don't worry, ma.
And she cannot learn obviously with all those rules.
She won't learn.
She would if she's learning for 6 months, these rules will make her stay for 3 years.
Yeah.
Who will allow someone that paid for 6 months stay for 3 years?
3 years.
It's not possible.
No.
It is easy for this woman to follow all of her rules. She shouldn't sweep. She should come at 10 when they cut at 8.
I lost.
She doesn't want her to sew any customers' clothes. How will she be able to sew a variety of clothes? We know the number of materials that there are on this earth.
Private.
She takes on a private tutor.
Okay, so I was just thinking, because I know that by the time my second daughter or my daughter by the time she finishes GSS3, I want her to learn a particular application because she's interested. And I keep thinking, as we're just talking, it's what I can do, it's something I can do, but not to the extreme. I won't want you to send my child on errands, like go and buy something, but I want her to go to a place that is busy so that she will learn. So I can tell the person that is going to, the owner of the shop, and tell the person that, please, don't send her on errands. If you want her to sweep, she can sweep. If you want her to clean, she can clean. If you want her to, any other thing you want her to do, but send on errand, I'm not going to take that. Because I won't want my child to just go out anyhow and go and be buying something for what? So I
But you must say that rule before you engage financially or any other.
No, but the thing
You
is,
just
now
and then you get where she wants to learn. You just say, please, I want my daughter to learn. These are my rules, and then if she is okay by it, I pay. It's fine.
now I want to give another.
But I'll do the same.
The reason why I am able to
This one is extreme.
No, this was
the reason why I'm able to talk is because I have seen these things in action. At that same friend's place, we have one young lady, we call her Toflo. She's so fragile. Even you won't want to send that, you won't even ask her to do anything. Her mother did not come to say, no, don't. When you see them, you know there are some. She will be the one to tell you, no, Emma Roman Yenshe. Even if her mother does not give rules. For someone as young as your daughter in GS3, she will be like 13. Nobody will send her anywhere. We should look at these people that will do the training as people that are also enlightened. You won't give your child to someone that is not well
they don't see it as
enlightened.
part of them.
You understand?
I want period jack.
Your child is not going to Isolo to learn or a marketplace to learn.
You won't take her to that kind of
No. Then wherever you take her to,
I have a seamstress too that
someone
makes
you
my
know.
dress sometimes, and if I see the way she
treat her girls.
treats them well. She, in fact, so many times she comes to my house, I'll hear her making phone calls and telling them, you guys have not cooked the egusi. She likes egusi soup and water. So you guys cook the egusi. She will drop money for them and cook the egusi, and then they will dish from the pot of egusi, dish from it, buy swallow, I think fufu or something.
And they will
eat. They will eat.
Get.
And I begin to wonder, and they will keep hers, the remaining remaining pot of egusi. they'll keep hers. But the way she sends, she just bring clothes from my house, a lot of it.
I don't
You know,
understand.
sometimes I give her most of these clothes and
Okay.
then I'll just say take she'll just pack, she'll give them, they will wash her underwears,
Ah,
wash
no,
wash her
no,
underwears, wash
no, that one
everything.
is no,
And
that
then-
one is no, that one is a
And then I
no.
began to wash your underwears.
No, not even your clothes.
That's their work,
No.
they should do that. And they should send them. And I remember when I learned tailoring. Ah, I learned about some 20 years ago. I did finish because I got admission almost the same time. And there are levels to things. Forget.
Ah.
There are levels to things. When I was learning with two doctors and some other ladies. I don't know what they do, but you know. And those no, they don't send three of us on an errand. Like me, in fact, my boss then used to call me auntie. Auntie Tomi, she call me auntie Tomi. She calls me auntie, and even though I'm not comfortable with, she's older than I am, but I don't know who gave her that auntie thing in her head. She calls me auntie. Then the rest of them, Shewa and Damish, they are doctors. She will not dare. There are levels to it's the way they probably present themselves or she does not send me on any other errand. The only errand she sends me is she's an illiterate, so she'll tell me to do she'll handle her bank transfers, all those other
Those ones
payments
are no
issues.
errands.
And those are the things she tells me. And tell me, please, can you go to the bank for me and make withdrawals and all that? Because she does not understand how to do. But buttons, go and buy zip, clean it. No, she will not. She will not try. I don't know. Maybe it's my
Even if you go and buy
my
the
courage.
no, but going to buy
Just
the
think.
materials.
And
for
funny
me
enough, I
is
just
a
met
learning
her
curve.
just like any other person. I just met her, entered her store and said I
Because
want
you
to learn.
know
Because I
more.
saw what she displayed.
You will
So
know the different
there,
kinds of.
you
If she
cannot
sends
you
you on
cannot come
errand,
and tell me to take a broom and sweep. And then I was quite young. She had the right to say sweep. But in my head I'm still wondering why she has not sent me to sweep.
Okay.
You know?
but you will sweep.
Till now, no, but it's now I'm just thinking that did this woman, why has she never ever said sweep the floor?
Okay.
Or what am
That
I
I know your answer. Your answer is no, don't come.
You know what?
No, there is a balance.
When I went for my own stuff, I'm married then. Yes, I'm married. But when I get there, my boss will not tell me that you need to sweep. But my instinct told me pay. It's not possible for me to get to that place. My boss will be sweeping.
No, I actually
And I
come
will
late.
look at man,
I come late all the time.
I'm married,
I come late
I
all the
pay,
time.
I do this, I do that,
When
and
I
I will not
come,
take
the
that
place
room.
already
No, it
set.
should not be. There's some things we should see. Ayé ti kọjá bẹ́ẹ̀. Let's teach our children some stuff. Ẹ jẹ́ ká jẹ́ kó rí wọn máa pé. That's the truth. You cannot come to my shop and I'm sweeping.
No, your
But
boss
the
can't be
apprentice
sweeping
in
when
me.
you are- no, it's not.
And you will not take room from me because of what? Because you are from where? I will send you back.
No way.
Bring your mom, bring your dad. They should come and meet me.
Okay, so we have trashed this particular issue. We have trashed it very well. So let's move on to other things still related to this. So at what point as parents, we all are parents, do we hands off from certain responsibilities in their professional lives, or at what point do you say, okay, now you are, I don't know how old this girl is, and I don't know, but at what point do you think that you're supposed to step back and say, okay, let me watch you from afar off, let me watch you make your mistakes. In one of the episodes we were talking about letting them learn.
Yes.
So at what
learn
point
mistakes.
do we need to step back? I can remember when one of I think it was my first son, I remember then he was asking you, when is he going to start sleeping on his own? Then he was still quite young, but I was really eager because I wanted to know, right? So at what point do you think that we parents should answer? Because if parents, we always say they are still my baby. Yeah, no matter how old you are my baby.
I'm sure
You are
this
my
question you just asked is not something I want to answer. It's something I want to learn from, because sincerely I'll stay forever still
being on their matter.
Still being on their matter. I do not think I want to ever back off from training them, talking to them, instructing them.
But then our
what to do.
parents at some point
Let
hands
me-
off.
The
Please.
point where you answer
Yeah.
is the point you are comfortable to. If I always ask myself, have I trained him well enough? That is the question. Have you trained that child well enough? If you can answer confidently, yes, you won't remove your hand, you still leave the fingers just to check. Then when you see that okay, then when you have to step in, step in. But there are times when if you do not hands off, you won't know them. You won't know the extent to which how strong your child is, how decisive your child can be, and how mature. Then you will not know their true character because they will be playing to mommy. Mommy is watching, they will be playing to you. But the minute they know you are not watching, they will do what is inside. That is when you will know if what is inside is right or wrong. If you keep, they will keep playing to mommy. You should be able to say, if they call you and they say your son did, you should be able to say confidently, oh,
I think we all know what our children can do.
to some extent.
To some extent.
I don't know. I don't know.
some
That's to
extent.
some extent. I do not agree.
Because
with that.
certain
Because personally, my 3 children, if I'm called in school and in their school and they say this is what they can do, I can say what I can beat my chest to know because I'm very close to my children. I know, not to some extent. Me personally, I know what my children, every of my child. Recently, they called me from the school and told me that my child said some things to the other child, not classmates. They are not even mates. I think she's way older than the child. The child she has a challenge, and then the child according to the head of school, they said the child was coming so they met at the step entrance of the school in the morning, and then my daughter looked at the child and said, "Are you a special needs child?" And they said, my daughter said, "Are you a special needs child?" Immediately I laughed. I said, "Go and look for who said it. It is not my child." They were shocked. I said, "Come, you all know that I am not someone who silence my children. You know what I would do if it's my child, right? You know, they know how much I do not support my children doing wrong. They know. But on this case, it is not my child." Then they were some of them were like, I said, "You all know this." I now cited examples where I punished my child for what my son or for what they did that was wrong. So is it the same mother that will hear such and will now, no, I'm not that kind of person, but on this, it is not my child. And then we went on and on. They said, "Okay, it's fine, let's forget the issue." I said, "No, I'm not forgetting this issue."
No, you won't forget something.
I want to get this is not an issue that they just want. I said, "No, I am not leaving this issue. I need all tapes, cameras, everything. I want to see who said this." My daughter never.
You don't forget
Did
such.
you know? Did they get the person?
Yes, sis. At the end of it was not my daughter. It was someone else's child that said it. Because I know every word my children say, I know who said it. I know how they will say it. I know my daughter does not till she is right now, she does not know what special need means. In fact, they had to call her to
So that
some
means,
private interviews.
education.
They called her and said, "Cherry, why did you said special need child to this person?" She does not even know what it is. They said, "Who is a special need?" She said, "A child who needs breast milk from you." She was just saying kata kata. And the head of academics called her again, according to him. He said, "Cherry, do you know so person?" She said, "No." She said, "Yes." She was tense. She said, "Yes, I know." "So why did you say this child is special?" And he said, "Because she's cute."
So she didn't know.
So
she doesn't even know the meaning.
She does not know the meaning. She does not. I now brought her out in presence of everybody. I asked her what is the special need child? In presence of everyone that said. She said special needs. Someone that is special. She said it so cutely, and she does not. We never used such a because the parent thought we normally say such
Something
words
as old
In their
as
presence,
that.
yes.
If you have it in my home, if we don't even use, we don't glorify those words. We don't. If
Because
you,
they are unfair at times.
they are unfair.
Okay, so we have digressed actually.
Yes.
But you're talking from the place of
Knowing
the place
our
of knowing your
children.
child enough
Yes, I
to
know
say,
every
I'm
rule.
going to
I am
hands off.
saying,
Yes.
I am saying to an extent, like
To an extent.
I said something. I spoke to my son on the phone, and he said something. If they had told me, Jimmy said, no, you will replace that water, I would have gone like, Jimmy. It's not possible. It's not that. He's not such a difficult person.
Yeah.
You know, that was why I said to some extent that I meant. I don't mean negative.
Yeah,
I mean
do
that to some
understand
extent,
it.
your kids will do certain things and show a level of maturity, and you're like, no,
Yes.
this one too. Now me born now more. You understand? That was
No,
why I
not
said to
negative.
some
Like
extent.
every no. What I meant is word for word. I know I'm very close to my children.
But sometimes,
I
not even
understand.
word for word, sometimes they will do
Everything-
some things that you wonder.
How did he think of it?
Everything
it
they
comes
do,
from a place
everything
of
they
what they have
do,
seen at
everything,
home.
everything they
Honestly,
do,
you
everything
do.
they say, everything they do, I kind of know what they will do because I'm always around their environment. I always listen to. I always want to know. I'm involved in my children's life, 100%. So I mean, it's rare. It's not common for a mother to vouch for her child, but I can say every word for word. In fact, everything. I can go on and on to list how much I'm involved in my children's life.
Okay,
and
so
how
if
much
I'm going
I
to
do them.
ask you, at what point are you going to answer?
I do not think I want to ever answer. Sorry.
You answer.
But you know, but you know
But
what
you have to.
that you know
Let's hear it.
Well, I don't know when. I don't know what
For-
age.
That was why I said
for
when you are
me,
comfortable.
for me.
I'm still off. I don't think I'll ever be comfortable.
You will be.
What?
They will get married.
Oh, of course, maybe.
Yeah.
My husband keeps asking
comfortable.
if they get married, no, I will not. I will allow them freedom to do whatever they want to
You
do.
see,
But
you
if you don't
don't
free them now, you won't free them.
I
when
don't
they're
think I
married.
want to free them, my sister. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's hear you, Dami.
From my own perspective, you there's some certain step you need to take between you and your children. From my own view, the first thing I always do is to give them that say. We are going to church. This is what I want to wear.
Yes.
You decide.
That's where it starts from.
Yes, that's where it starts from.
You decide. We are going out. I don't feel like going out.
As long as
We're
you
actually
church.
modern mothers because I remember telling my mother what I want to wear, and then the next is abara. This is what I want you to wear. You know, all my life, my mother said I was sorry sis. My mother said I love fashion so much since I was a kid that anytime she says wear this, I want to wear the opposite. So she knows every Sunday she's ready for me. Like once it is Saturday
Give you
evening,
back to
there's
back.
there's one energy that me I do on Sunday morning. So she will now say, "Hey Tommy, this is what you wear," and I'll be like,
This.
and I can cry all day and feel bad because she did not allow me. I saw that same trace in my daughter, and I noticed that my husband to start beating, forcing her to wear what she does not want to wear. So, like you said, I had to leave her. She makes her decision for whatever she wants. In fact, every Sunday morning, I'll just wake her up and say, "Good morning, okay, go to the wardrobe and pick what you want to wear." So her decision.
So from that level, taking that decision on their own, one way or the other.
Give them that
And let them, yeah, give them confidence. Yeah.
So as you are growing up, you are withdrawing a little
Bit
by
by
little,
bit.
little by little, because if you are too attached,
It will be hard.
oh my
Nobody
goodness,
wants to
Everybody,
Yeah.
I'm serious. Everybody calls Mrs. Ruben and her kids Duck and Duckling. We are.
it's going
I really am learning a lot. I really want to, but
And
it's not.
because for me now, I am
It's going to
happy
be hard.
that I.
It's just like telling me. It's just like telling me to keep my children in the boarding school. Never. I'm sorry. No, I'm no offense to whoever had put their children there.
She's also
But me,
a doctor.
Oh,
She used
But now
now-
I know better. I know that the independence is good
It's
for
good,
them.
it's good, oh,
It's
very
good for them. Somebody was querying me, why now? Why? And I'm like,
I want to say this.
Okay, so I think this is the second to the last thing we're going to talk about because we have basically trashed it. So there is a place for life skills, learning life skills,
Yes.
all of these things. Everything is not black and white. So you're supposed to learn life skills.
Yes.
Now this woman basically does it because I think that sweeping is part of in sweeping you will learn something. In being humble, your boss is sweeping up but you're learning something.
Yes, yes.
So where is the place of learning life
It's not
skills?
even the sweeping. It's
Or
not
blending,
the-
they're mixing with
see,
other people.
No, see, where everything starts from, it's from sweeping. They are doing things together. You
You are
understand?
learning
They
teamwork.
are learning from her. She's learning from them. Don't mind me. Let me give you an example. There was this lady. If you see her now, she came to learn work. It was her boyfriend that enrolled her. The first day she came, she was smelling. It's not body odor alone, but body odor with combination with it. She was smelling. I am someone that when someone has body odor next to me, I try not to give a facial reaction. But this one, I moved back. I was like, oh, she was smelling. At the time she came to learn, there was one married woman there. There were some ladies in the university there. There was someone who was currently doing her masters at that time there. There were some other people. She had her mates there. What effect did it have on her? She now became particular. Those ones, you'd have expected the way she was, they should cast her. No, they drew her in. She became one of them. Before we knew what was happening, it was bend down she was speaking, but the bend down became and she was now becoming well put together. By the time if you see her now and she's speaking English, you will say you won't believe that she cannot use Igbo Fiko. She's well put
And she
together.
learned that
She
because
learned it because
in a
she was
mix of
allowed
culture.
to
this thing
mix.
that this thing we do about keeping my child, protecting.
We can't
It
protect
will
them
protect them
forever.
Because we're talking about this wicked world. We need to let them know how wicked
Yes.
this world is. And so instead of protecting, let's let them.
Then build
Let's let
connections. In letting them go, they're able to build connections. Okay, she's going there to learn, and her mother wants to place her on a pedestal. Every other person will place her there.
Yes.
And some people will be angry.
You will not know your true friends. Shall we talk about this thing in
Yes.
careless?
Some people will be
You don't know your
angry.
true friends.
Some people will be willing to lick her buttocks.
Exactly, because of
You understand? And some people will just ignore her.
I feel
All
that
these
she
things
is the
will have
one
an
that is even
effect.
supposed to detach herself from all her mother's rules.
Yes, that was the last
But it
question.
depends
I'm
on
sorry
her
for
age.
taking us there.
Yes, it depends on her
Because
age.
where is the child? The question is, where is the child in all of this? Right? That is where
the child
might not know exactly
But
that this is all.
Some
and she
spoiled
will
child
get there.
would just be okay with the rules.
Yes,
and some
yes,
spoiled child.
yes.
Yeah,
there
but
are
some children that wants like
But
you
some
said,
will
I
that
don't think
that-
some
Some
I
will
don't think
accept
any
from home,
child
and when they
with
get
this
to
kind
the
of
place of
mother
work,
would want to detach herself from her mother. Because of
No,
course,
no, she can't,
yeah, you
because
know
of-
that she's an overly pampered
child.
child,
yes.
and
said
she
this
might
is
not
how she-
know how
This is how they do
And
at
what
home.
if
This
it's
is-
what if it's
we don't do
if
that
it's
at
her
home.
first time of going into the world, you
That's a
understand,
problem.
and then with this
Wahala.
rules,
that's a problem.
so
Wahala.
it's
God help us.
sometimes it might not
Amen.
just be the fault of the.
And this one
It's
too will marry
wahala.
now.
Do you have any last thoughts
And
before
then
we
the mother
close
would
this?
say, and then the mother would say, "See, your guy number one rule."
Hey, you got giving the guy rules.
Mhm.
Any last thoughts before? I think we have basically done justice to
Yes,
this.
yes.
All right. Okay, so I hope you have learned a lot of things because I have, and I believe everyone here too have learned something. Let's know your thoughts. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you for joining us.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you again next time. Don't forget to keep keeping it real.
Bye.